All right, you guys. What's going on? Welcome to the first little trial run that we got for this podcast. My name's Mark. I'm a grateful alcoholic.
This is the behind the scenes.
So we'll just go around the room and introduce ourselves. My name's Mark.
My name's Liz.
My name is Ashley.
We are one big happy family. And we got Penelope over here bothering us.
Mom, what are you doing?
Nothing. Go there.
You guys are boring.
Well,
Are we
Jesus
supposed to be
Christ.
talking already?
Yeah.
Okay, well, don't. Once you get me started, I'm not gonna stop.
Well, let's go then.
Wait,
Come
I
on.
need a soda.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Get
All
me,
of a sudden.
Get me my soda.
Need a soda. Golly. Ugh.
So have we decided on a name?
We have not. So let's go. I brought my notes. So let's go over the names and I'll try to figure out one.
The things that I want to talk about.
The things that I want to talk about. Let's see. Let's see. All right. So what were some names? So we had Sibling Admiration.
Nope.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Down the Street podcast.
Down the Street podcast. Let me see. Where's a pen? Let me get that pen.
No,
Are
get
you
your own fucking
serious?
pen.
Then you write this shit down.
Okay.
There you go.
Whoa,
Now we'll put
we're
you
gonna
to
be
work.
censored.
No, yeah, well, I'll censor it after. We'll fucking
Censored, uncensored.
uncensored opinions. That's one of them.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
like-
So what do I write down? Down the street. Okay.
I said that because he said it's down the street.
You're so dumb. Let's see. What about? That's what we thought. What do you guys feel
No,
about that one?
I'm not feeling that one.
Why not?
What is it?
Dope. That's what we thought.
Yeah, I like that one. That's the one I said.
But why don't you like it?
Yeah, what
I don't know. Hearing it now, it doesn't sound very catchy, but I'll write it down.
But what do you
No, yeah, you're
catchy?
right. No, you're right. It kind of, like, I was thinking, like, the family, like, it could be about family, and then even if we have guests, even if they're not family, it could be, like, that's what I was saying, like, the family afterwards, or, like, about the family,
Mm-hmm.
or, like, about, no, never mind. There's
but like,
already something like
there's
that
probably
in
a
the
bunch of stuff
valley.
like
I
that.
forgot.
But it's also like we're not a family. This isn't like a family podcast in the sense of like we're only gonna talk about family issues or family related things. It's like
Yeah.
we're trying to leave it.
It has to be broad enough to, like,
put us in a box, you know, like
That's true. Well, that's the hard part, though, is, like, that's what I'm finding is, like, the hard part is when you don't have, like, you're not pigeonholed into one certain category,
Yeah.
then it becomes kind of like...
yeah, because we could just do what we want. Like I was saying, like we could watch, we could like have some commentary on some pop culture. We could talk about what's going on in our lives. We could talk about what we want to do, anything, you know. So it's like I just don't want us to have a name where it's like Family Matters, right? And then it's like we don't even talk about family half the time.
Yeah.
Even though we probably will, though. You get me?
Yeah.
Alright, so what else?
Uncensored opinion. You put that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Put a star next to that one because I kind of like that one.
I like that one.
Put the truth, only
the truth about America podcast.
Isn't there one like that?
Probably will be the Alex Jones podcast. So we got what they don't talk about.
Just have it be your name, and then we're just all...
We'll put that's what we thought. Okay. Remind me later.
No.
No, not that one. Why though? See, so here's the thing too: is like if you're gonna say no, just tell us why no. Like we gotta speak. This is
Remind me later. Remind me later about what?
about everything.
The hell? Remind me later?
Yeah.
No. Next.
What about the other side of the street?
No. Absolutely
Doesn't make any
not.
sense.
Yeah, we were just spitting things out. I think
Yeah.
at this point, it's like, it's gonna like kind of just, I think it will just manifest itself.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. Manifestation and everything.
No,
but
not like that.
We'll just manifest it.
No.
But we need to think of something.
No. That's not what I meant.
Okay, so what else can we do? Are those all the names that you have down?
So far, yeah. I have like the less you know or the more you know.
Hold on, maybe not. Maybe like we can keep uncensored, but like something a little stronger than opinions, like.
I have uncensored awareness.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Or censor, I don't know. What they don't talk about. What do you guys think? What are some names you guys can think of off the top?
I'm just thinking like something like uncensored, something like. But see, that's where I get stuck with that. Like it has to like not rhyme, but like uncensored,
Uncensored, unabashed.
Uncensored judgment.
No, because we're not on here judging people.
Oh.
You a judgmental motherfucker. You're gonna be all, we're judging everyone.
Uncensored reflections. Uncensored feeling.
Uncensored emotion.
I kind of like where that's going though, because it's like, how about just the uncensored
mind.
podcast?
The uncensored
Is there
mind.
one already?
What about the uncensored mind?
Check.
I like that one a lot.
Yeah. Check if it's
Let me see.
uncensored consciousness. Group consciousness.
Unconscious awareness.
Put the group awareness or group consciousness.
Wait, what did I say right now?
I don't remember.
Fuck.
The uncensored mind?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Or off the top.
I think that's a.
Off the top rope.
We're having some children difficulties.
Together.
See, we're not like other podcasts. We keep it real, okay? We got the kids in the background.
What about the Keeping It Real podcast?
No, because I'm not always gonna keep it real. I might be fake sometimes.
No.
I might lie a little bit while we're on.
There's one called My Mind Uncensored.
No, we're not doing it.
No, we're not doing it.
Let's name the podcast Seffy.
We'll make the podcast MLA format. We'll call it MLA format.
Hi, baby.
Yikes.
But this podcast only has like 6 episodes, and the
It's
last
still
one
there.
was in 2022. So that's over.
Whoa.
No.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Okay, what else? Here we go.
We'll circle back to that. Let's circle back to that.
Yeah.
Let's start off.
It's taking,
Yeah,
it's
too much
like
of our
hurting my brain.
Okay, let's do it like this. Okay, we'll start off with the gratitude list. So 3 things we're grateful for, and then after that we'll do 3 things we're looking forward to in the week. Okay, or next week, because this week is already kind of over. It's already Thursday. So let's do. So start off, Ashley. The gratitude list.
Okay, so 3 things that I'm grateful for. I would say just being able to do this in general, because it's like, yeah, just being able to sit down at the table and even like working together.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for my kids and my husband.
Okay, cool. What are 3 things you're looking forward to next week?
Christmas, probably the highlight, like Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and then getting together with the family on Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. What's 2 other things?
Those are 3 things.
But
Each
those are
day.
all the same
Those are
thing.
all the same thing.
Christmas Eve.
Okay, one of the things that I'm probably going to look forward to also is resting in between all of those.
Yeah.
Is there any amount of rest that I get in between those
Yeah.
moments?
All right. Liz?
Okay, 3 things that I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for my home / family. I'm thankful for my job that I have that provides those things, that helps to provide those things. And I'm thankful for our health.
Cool.
Those are 3,
That's
correct?
good. Yeah. And then 3 things you're looking forward to?
I am also looking forward to Christmas. I'm looking forward to seeing the kids be all happy and excited getting their stuff. And I'm looking forward to seeing our family. People too, I guess.
Yeah.
That's one's the last on the list.
Yeah. Alright. Let's see, 3 things I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful that I have a good head on my shoulders and I'm not going crazy or doing all that crazy stuff that I used to do. And I am grateful to be able to get together with you guys and try to see if we can do this thing. 3 things I'm looking forward to in the week for sure is Christmas. I haven't always liked Christmas in the last 8 or so years, and so
that's a really
it's like fucking forever.
I hated it, but I'm trying to come out of that Grinch mode and stuff. So it's a little hard, I don't really like the holidays too much. They're kind of annoying to me a little bit, but making it through and trying to just have a different attitude. I'm looking forward to I don't know, the work week, I guess, because I like making that money, and wrapping this year up. I'm grateful that I'm looking forward to the end of this year and seeing what 2024 has in store for us, so that's what I got with that. And so what's just been going on with everybody? What's going on?
Fuck no, that was not 3.
That was 3.
That was not 3.
I said Christmas, I said looking forward to work, and then I said to the end of this year, the end of the month.
Yeah.
That's 3.
And what are the 3 things that you were grateful for?
I was grateful for my family.
Okay.
I'm grateful for the fact that I'm not crazy anymore.
Yeah.
As
much as I used to be doing all the crazy stuff. And I'm grateful that we're getting together and doing this podcast.
Some fucking bullshit reasons.
Regular. We gotta do this every week.
That was better than mine.
We're gonna do this every week. So what do you mean? You're not gonna just
I didn't know we were supposed to describe it.
Well, it's a podcast.
Okay, well, next time I'll explain more in depth of what I mean.
The whole point of this whole thing is to talk. You guys are like giving basic answers.
I was the one who was the most basic because I wasn't sure if I was over-explaining myself.
No,
I wasn't sure how I felt.
If this is the best, if this is the best way for me to over-explain, then I will.
This is where we wait for it. Like this is the chance to be like, we're just gonna talk about everything. So it's not like we're in a time frame or you get 5 minutes, she gets 5 minutes, I get 5 minutes. Like, no, we're just gonna talk. And because once someone starts talking, then everyone else can chime in, and that's where the funk will start. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll try to get it going like that. So if you like want to elaborate on something or keep going, like just keep going until you're done. And then if we have something to say, we'll chime in.
Yeah.
We'll go about it like that. And that's
Hey!
No screaming.
No screaming, dude. Man.
Go play in there, please. You guys play together.
Are you okay, Mama?
You guys play together.
So, anyways.
Gosh, dude, these kids, they just always fight, and it's so annoying.
Okay, I have our first topic. So, what do you do if your significant other is at work and they get gifted gifts by the opposite sex? Are you upset?
At work?
Yes.
They're coworkers.
Yes.
How long have they been working there?
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically. How long would they have been working there? It depends. So okay, so say it again.
Okay. Your significant other is at work.
Okay.
And they are gifted a gift from another coworker who is of the opposite sex of them.
But it's not just one person. It's like a group of people.
Is it cool?
Did they each get him one gift, or they all
cool?
pitched in and got him one gift, or they whoever it is?
If it's only $10, then it came from one person. It didn't come from multiple people.
Interesting, because
that's for sure.
Yeah, but I feel like we shouldn't be talking about.
Why?
This is a rough draft.
This is the rough draft. This isn't necessarily going out.
Yeah.
This is just us talking right now.
This is just us
So you can find our rhythm and how do we do it.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, $10.
This is going up on YouTube instant.
No, $10 is
Well,
not.
why would you put that in my head? Because I was not even thinking that.
So what do you think?
What do I think? Is it okay or is it not okay?
Yes.
I think that it's okay. I think that you go to work, you see these people every day,
Yeah.
you build relationships with other people.
Right.
Obviously not like romantic relationships, but these are relationships that you see these people every day. you spend the majority amount of your day with them.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, fucking, it's your birthday or fucking whatever. Even if it's, and they like get you something small, and they're like, hey, look, da, 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 da. I don't think it's that bad. I think if it's happening all the time, then it would be like, okay.
But how would it happen all the time then?
No, it shouldn't happen all the time. Like if
Why would it even?
okay, look, this is my take on it. Like if it's a special occasion and a group of people at work want to get your significant other something, that's fine. But does it make it okay for a certain gender? Like if I was to work at like, let's say I was the only female, like in my
work,
in my department or something, and then the rest were all male. Like let's say for instance I worked at a car shop, and obviously there's gonna be more men than females there, right? So like I'm working at the front desk as a female, and then the rest of the people that work there were to get me like a gift card or something. Would that be okay?
Why would that be wrong?
But would it be okay though?
Yeah, why would it be wrong?
Why would it be wrong?
Because of genders. Like I feel like it's more acceptable for females to give gifts than it is for them to receive them.
I don't agree with that, because it's like, because I look at it too like this, like what if you're like outgoing, or like you're like affecting their lives in the sense of like, oh, they look forward to seeing you at work because you make the job easy, or you're fun to interact with and stuff, and they're just trying to show your appreciation. They know it's your birthday. They're like, oh, we always hang out with this guy or this girl. Like, let's show our appreciation to them, because in a way, right? Like your coworkers, after you work there for a certain period, they kind of become your friends, even though it's a professional workspace and stuff. But you bond and you share experiences, and you guys can relate to certain things from the work. So it's like, oh, this is my friend. In a sense, technically, you know, and not every coworker is your friend. You don't like everyone, you know, but you still work with them. But sometimes you do get those relationships where you're like, oh, I like this person. Like, I have a couple coworkers that I'm like really cool with. That like, I don't know if we would be friends outside of work. Like, if I didn't work at this company, would they still be my friends, or would we even interact? Yeah. But we are friends because of this. Like, we interact with each other every day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like there's people I've gotten. I don't know if I've gotten them a birthday present. I think I did. I think I bought one of my coworkers a vape for their birthday and stuff, you know, and it wasn't nothing weird. Like, neither of us thought about it weird. Like,
Get down, Penny.
You know
and I don't think it's necessarily weird. I think what makes it weird, it's not the other people that make it weird, right? It's all about the communication within a relationship. Like, if like we are the ones that cause the jealousy for something that could be so innocent, but it's like, why is there this undertone, like jealous undertone there?
Who's it coming from?
No one. But I'm just saying, like, it could be caused, or like maybe it is like, that's what I'm saying. It's not the other people. It's always within the relationship. Like, even if somebody cheats, right? Yeah. It's not the person that was like.
The one that they cheated with.
Yes, the one that they cheated with. That's not the person at fault. Yes, they have a part in it, but it's ultimately the partners, because they are the ones to protect the relationship. So it's like, if you're causing your partner to feel uneasy about it, then that's where the real problem is.
Yeah, so then the question was, is it wrong for the opposite sex to
It's not wrong.
It's not
I don't
wrong
think
at all.
It's wrong.
Absolutely not.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but I agree with the communication part, right? Because I got the vape for my coworker, right? But she was a female. Yeah. But in my mind, it's not a big deal to be like, oh, it was her birthday. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm always bumming cigarettes off her, hitting her vape if I don't have one. Or this is like in like March of last year, you know? Yeah. So like in my mind, I wasn't like, oh, fuck, I hope Liz doesn't find out about this. Or also, oh, I'm going to go tell Liz I did that, because it wasn't that big of a deal. It was just a simple, here you go, like, here's a birthday present. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. But then that goes back to what you're saying about the communication. Like, if you're already feeling, if the people are already feeling uneasy in the relationship, it might cause a little problem. But I still don't think it should, though. Because it's work, right? It's a professional workplace, you know? Right.
But see, that's what I'm saying. It's like different factors can factor in when there's no boundaries, right? If your spouse knows that there's no boundaries, or that people act a certain way, like, it could affect the way that they perceive the gifting, or you know what I mean? Like,
no, what do you mean?
Like if you know that certain things go down,
yeah,
when there's like a work party or like outside of work. I don't know. It just it gets a little gray area.
Yeah.
Like there's a little bit of a gray area. Like if you know that they go all out to drink and stuff, like for like just the company, like they don't invite people like their partners or whoever or wives or husbands to go. It's just the group of people that work there.
Yeah.
Then that becomes a little fishy to me. Like why aren't like and see this is what I've been told. Like not every time you go out with your coworkers, your spouse is going to be there. But in my head, if there's the opposite gender there, then to me that's a red flag.
But that's not his fault though. That's the company's fault.
I'm not saying it's.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like because it's like if there was more male coworkers that work with him, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But because the company hired people a certain way, then that's just what his cards are dealt to him.
See, yeah, in that scenario,
or her sense, whoever.
That's what I'm saying. So in that scenario, it's not necessarily the spouse or partner's fault. It's just the fact that that's how it is. But that's what I'm saying. It's another factor into why it would feel uneasy because you already know that certain things go down at those functions or whatever.
No, I don't know. I don't go to work parties.
That's what I'm saying. It's a little complicated because in my field, I'm only working with women. I'm only working with women.
Yeah, but that's because men can't give birth.
Well, yeah, but I chose a profession like this is. I don't want to share too much information that can cause harm, right?
Yeah. We're not trying to do that.
No, I know, but it's because I have a certain feeling about it. Like.
Yeah.
It comes down to communication, insecurities, and dynamics in a relationship.
Yeah.
For me, I'm like, I chose a profession that it's all women for a reason. I don't want to deal with any of that stuff. Mm-hmm. But that's not.
So because of that, do you feel like he has to have a job that is only with men?
No, but I feel like not everyone has the privilege to choose things like that. Like
sometimes most people do not.
Yeah, you just gotta roll with what you got.
You have to go to work. Yeah.
And that's the world, right? Mm-hmm. Like you gotta go into the world, but. Again, there's certain things that are on our responsibility to protect our marriages and relationships.
That's also, I think, where the trust comes in. Like if you think that this person is gonna go out and forget about you or whatever.
Yeah.
Then, but if you're like, okay, well, I know they're not gonna do anything. Like I know it's not gonna fucking be like that. And so I think that kind of goes back to the personal issue, like how you feel, because even if the other person isn't doing anything, but because of your past experiences or whatever, you're projecting that onto a situation that maybe they are just going to
and it's
have dinner.
I've really done that in the past, and I'm very surprised, even with most recent things that have happened in my life, you just get to a point where it's look, you're either gonna do me right or do me wrong, and if I find out that you do me wrong, then I gotta go, because it's I'm not gonna be going insane in my mind, worrying about what somebody's doing all the time, because it's you just can't live like that. I lived like that for a really long time, so even a scenario like this, it's like you said, is it worth it?
Let me twerk it. Find out how to work it.
So it's really not worth it. I don't think it's wrong. I just think the scenario, it's it could be a case by case scenario.
Yeah, I sometimes right, start getting jealous or getting upset and shit. And in my mind, I'm I'm about to fucking ruin this bitch's life right now, you know? But then I have to be just let it. I just have to tell myself, all right, I'm gonna let it pass. I'm gonna let these emotions and these things that are coming into my mind, I'm gonna let them go, and I'm gonna sit on it. And if in an hour or two I still feel this way, then I'm gonna ruin her life and ruin everything. And I'm gonna crumble this house down to the ground.
But burn this fucking house
it's done.
down.
I'm fucking done. But after a while it goes away, and I'm okay, whatever. I just get over it and I move on with it. But it's like you said though, right? It's do me right or do me wrong. But if you do me wrong, I gotta go. So I'm always okay, at a certain point, I'm at my limit.
Yeah.
And I might just skedaddle. I might, because it's like I don't want to go to jail again. I don't want to go to prison. I don't want to go to the mental hospital. I don't want to be on the streets. I don't want to smoke meth. I don't want to do things.
Yeah.
So it's like those are the things that come into my mind where it's like, is this gonna be? Am I gonna let this be a reason to ruin everything that I've worked out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it? Yeah, and that's where my mind goes too. Like, cause like I have other relationships or like other situations that I've been in.
Yeah.
To kind of compare.
Yeah.
Like.
The severity of the situation.
Yeah, severity, and it's not to say that like minimize what I'm going through, but it's like, dude, like I literally went through that.
Yeah.
Is my body reacting to this, or is this really happening? Because sometimes there's certain things like in my life that make me feel, I feel like this is the same thing, but it's not. It just can seem that way.
So I'm reading this book, and it's called In Each Other's Care.
Cool. You gotta keep pressing it. That's good. That's good.
Your batteries are good.
It's not working. Oh, it's there's no batteries. You just press it.
Go play. Oh. No, you're not coming up. Go down. Here, go put this back. Go do Lola's hair.
No.
Go do her hair pretty. I'm reading this book, and it's called In Each Other's Care, and it's set, and I'm barely into it. I'm like on the second chapter or something, but it was talking a little bit about like when you're in a conflict with your person. I stopped hearing myself.
Yeah.
When you're in a conflict with your significant other, a lot of times the first thoughts or emotions, the very first ones that come up are wrong. And you have to like let it sit and let yourself calm down, because your first instinct is completely wrong. Yeah. You have to like allow yourself to really analyze the situation and then give yourself time to like really relax or whatever, and then think about it like logically. Like, is this cause for whatever? Especially when you have like family, when you have kids, and it's more at loss than it is like a gain, And I forgot what else it said. Something super, super good, but it just said like your first emotions are wrong, and to allow yourself, or to allow, if your significant other is the one who like blew up, to just allow the space and the time so that the logical side of the brain will start to work at some point.
Yes, it's like one of my friends told me that it's like it takes 6 seconds to like basically come from like the heightened emotion to the lower emotions. Just 6 seconds, and like to make a decision, like a different decision. Because when you get into fight or flight mode, like the reptilian part of your brain goes off.
Yeah.
And then you're like trying to be in survival mode, basically.
Yeah.
So like, it's something that I've definitely worked on, like 100%. Like before, I could not. There's times obviously where I like don't let things go, and I'm like pushing the issue. But for the most part, I've just learned to give space and let go, because the outcome that I want to have is not the outcome that I get when I keep pushing that issue.
Yeah.
And I don't let my partner or my husband like get that space that he needs, because it can get intense.
And it's weird also, I feel like, as like when you're an addict, I feel like you're first in like negative situations like that. When you're like an addict for some reason, your first response, you like immediately go to fight or flight. Like that's like your like
fear
yes. And I feel like normal people don't necessarily think in that same way, but I feel like when you're an addict, it just like that mind comes so like fast,
operating
like, boom, it's back.
It's like that's the
I'm gonna
first
fuck everything
instinct.
up, and I'm gonna like
well, that's if you're running off of fear. But see, that's what I'm saying, like it could present itself, right? Like the fear can be like there, but it's like, okay, like is this real? Is this really happening, or is this like my fear or my perception is screwed in some way? You know, because a lot of the times, like, even when you take your inventory and all those things, like, you learn how much you're running off of that fear.
Yeah.
Especially when you're in your active addiction, alcoholism.
Yeah.
And so, like, once you face your fears and you see all the fears that you have, it's like you're able to kind of, like, maneuver or navigate it in your day-to-day life.
Yeah.
Is that him?
Yeah.
Oh, that's the baby.
What do you think?
I mean, I agree. Like I said before, you know, like there's certain situations where I'm like even at work, right? Like there's some situations where I'm like, I'm about to cuss this motherfucker out. Like, this guy deserves it. They're treating me like shit because I'm young and you know, and a lot of the clients are, you know, they're literally like 3 or 4 days off of drugs and alcohol. They're going through it tough, you know, and so I have to like kind of remind myself like okay, like I'm here to offer these people a service. It's not about me. And I gotta watch how I'm responding to these people because what they're doing, they're just taking their anger out in any outlet that they can get it because they're so angry. It's not personal. It has nothing to do with me. They don't even know me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like these people are coming from all over the country, and it's like they're not upset at me. Like I don't remember what, but like in my addiction or whatever, I would do a lot of reading and shit about like philosophy stuff, and I don't remember how I found it. I can't cite the source because it was so long ago. It was like 8 or 9 years ago that I found this stuff out, and it was like the people are using you as the outlet for their anger. Like they were already angry before you did the thing that caused them to react with the anger. Right. Yeah. And so I remind myself that like, okay, they're not angry about me. They're angry about a totally different situation. I'm just but because if you don't have a reason to be angry, like a legitimate reason, like someone did something to you or something's going wrong, then you're just a crazy psycho. And people don't like to be crazy psycho, but they're still feeling all those same emotions that once they, like for instance, right, like let's say Liz, like I'm angry because I don't have a job, I don't have a car, I don't have a place to live, and I'm not making the money that I want to make, right? And Liz has nothing to do with those things, but Liz is going to say something to me, and now I'm going to be angry, and I'm going to use her as the reason, you did this and that and this and that. Yeah. And now I'm using the anger, but I'm not addressing the fact that I'm angry about not having a job, I'm angry about not having a car, a place to live, the money I make, right? And so that's where the anger gets, like, it's not dialed at the right place. Not everyone's always angry about the right thing, you know, and sometimes life is just stressful and shit. So I know for me, like when I start getting angry, I have to like adjust and do an inventory. Like, okay, what is it that's causing me to feel this way? Yeah. Is it because Liz left the clothes on the floor, or is it because I'm angry at work because I didn't get the raise that I was thinking I was gonna get? Yeah. You know, and then I have to adjust it and be like, okay. And then my fears kick in, and I'm like, okay, what am I afraid of? Oh, not providing for my family, not being able to make enough money and support my lady, or am I intimate enough with my lady because I'm so focused on work and they're treating me like, you know what I'm saying? So there's all those things that go on. And I just try to give everyone grace, and I don't always do it the best. I get irritated a lot with people just because I'm like, a lot of shit is common sense. Like if we just communicated and didn't have ulterior motives, things would be all right, you know, but that's just not how the world works, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. We don't know what's going on in everyone's lives and shit outside of how we interact with them, you know, because everyone's different. Like, me and Liz don't get the same Ashley that Pedro gets or that Dad gets, and you don't get the same Mark that Liz gets or Dad gets or Pedro gets or Dylan used to get or Mom would get, or you know what I'm saying? So there's certain things that, like, there's roles that we all play in each other's lives that affect how we interact with everyone. Right.
Yeah, and I think also, like you were saying, like expectations, like that can, like, it still happens. We're gonna have expectations of other people, but I think when it starts to like you have really high expectations. Like I could have really high expectations for Pedro, and I'm like, you know, you're not meeting these expectations. Then I become frustrated because I think that it should be this way, but then it's like, that's because I'm hard on myself though, because like I feel like I have to meet these high expectations. So it's really a projection, and I think a lot of the times too is like that anger and getting offended easily is like you said, it could stem from fear a lot. Yeah. But I think it also can stem from not feeling like you're doing enough.
Yeah,
and then you're projecting it onto others. That's just my opinion. But I do that a lot.
But sometimes it's good to have expectations. Like, maybe not high expectations,
well, yeah.
but, like, basic, like,
yes.
You have to help me. Like, that's not an option. You have to help me. I'm expecting you to help me, and if you don't, then I'm gonna become upset. Or, like, things like, you know, like, I don't know. But to have, like, high, yeah, that's not good. And then that's not good for the other person, because then they're feeling the feeling of not being enough, and that's, like, an ugly feeling.
Yeah.
And, yeah. But basic ones, I mean, that's good. That's, like, having a line of, like, fucking, like, a boundary, you know? Like, if you don't fucking, we're at home, and if you don't fucking help me, then, like, I'm gonna fucking, this is not okay. This is not gonna work.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ways to go with that.
There is.
All right, let's see. Let's go into this next segment.
Got good news.
Now joining the podcast
That's the good
is
news, guys.
Dana Ray with the poor thing.
With the poor thing.
You guys don't feed your kids. Poor
thing.
You guys don't feed them. They're always starving.
Poor thing.
They're always starving. Poor. He wants
Feed
to
them.
play with them. Poor thing.
thing.
He wants a blanket. Poor thing.
He
He
wants
wants
a
to be comfy. Poor thing.
Look at him. Look at him.
Look at him.
Look at him, poor thing.
Let's see. What should we do? Let's see.
He said, I don't know who got it exactly, but the front desk always plans the birthday cards and
Oh
celebrations.
my gosh.
That's normal.
That's normal.
No, I know. I'm not upset.
Your face looks fucking
look
crazy
pissed.
right now. She's like, I'm not upset. I'm fine. No, this is fine. This is fine.
No, but that's the thing too, right? Is like having to work through those things.
Yeah.
Because I've never experienced a quote unquote healthy relationship. My relationships always end with someone in jail.
Well, that's fucked.
Or
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck.
fuck. I'm dropping everything.
Kenny, baby, what are you doing?
Okay, so what about your significant other hanging out with the coworkers?
If they were to hang out by
Without you.
themselves, I it's already happened before. But see,
Fuck.
What the fuck are you doing, dude?
What
Keeps
is
coming
that?
out. So is that okay or that's not okay?
it is okay, but at the same time, I don't know. It's kind of weird because like when you're not at work, you're not at work.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like personalities can come out that are not at the workplace, but then it's like, well, they're my coworkers. Well, yeah, but you're like, I'm not saying personal experience or anything like that. I'm just saying like you can be at work and act a certain way, and then you get off the clock, right? And then actually this is from experience because I used to work with people and live with them when I was 18 working for Kirby, and like, you know, ended up in a relationship eventually because I ended up getting roommates with coworkers. So it's like, it really just depends. Like, how often are you gathering together outside of work? What does that look like? What are you doing while you're with your coworkers? That kind of thing. Because then I have coworkers now, technically associates that are in the doula birth work world, and we can hang out outside of work, you know?
Yeah, but then why can't anyone else?
No, I'm not saying nobody can do that. I'm saying, what is the scenario, and is it acceptable, or like, you know what I mean? Like, is it okay based off of whatever's going on and your own personal like acceptance of what's acceptable for your spouse to be doing
Yeah.
with other people. Like if they're going out and drinking till like 3 o'clock in the morning, that's not okay.
Yeah, well, that's fucking way different.
Like you're coming home the next morning after going and hanging out with your coworkers. I don't think you'll be doing that again.
Okay, so from a past, speaking of that, just reminded me. So I used to get super fucking pissed with Marky because he would go out with all the fucking people, all his friends, you know. And if you guys had a show or like whatever, and the show is at 10, but he doesn't come home until like 4 o'clock in the morning, I would be like, well, what the fuck are you doing from this time to this time? It doesn't take this fucking long, and by the time you come home, you're like fucked up, and what the fuck?
It's the lifestyle.
I'm gonna get in this coffee.
So like
that's different though because I'm going to perform. I'm performing. So just because the show starts at 10 doesn't mean I go on at 10. You know what I'm saying? Like the show starts at 10, we don't go on until like 12:30, 1 o'clock, and then we stay after to network and to talk to these people and to, you know, and the problem with me back in the day was that I'm drinking all day anyways. I'm smoking weed and I'm doing other drugs all day anyways. So me going to the show, we're just still drinking. We're still doing the same thing that we were going to do. We're just in a different venue, you know. We're in LA or we're in Ontario or we're in Santa Monica or whatever the fuck, right? And it's like, I'm seeing these people. I'm after I perform on stage, I'm still performing because I'm in character as the artist. You get me? Mm-hmm. Like, these people don't know me from elementary school, middle school, high school, or anything, or even outside of any of that stuff. They just know me as a performer, so when I'm there, I'm talking to them, and I'm trying to be entertaining in that sense so that I can get them to work with me and all that stuff, and we're just hanging out, you know?
So it's interesting now because looking back at it now, in the moment, it would feel like super crazy, you know? Like, well, there's no way that that's all that it is, or fucking, there's no way that it takes that long, or there's no way, like, like, thinking that, like, it can't be as simple as something like that. When in reality, it is as simple as that, but it's funny to look back at it now from where I am now or from where we are now and like see the like just, and I'm guessing just because we're in a better place now, so our relationship is better now, and so to think back at it now and be like and feel like, oh well, yeah, that makes sense, like. But when you're in the space of like feeling negative, then everything becomes negative and everything has to be negative, and that's the only outcome that could come is negative, not like, oh, you know, fucking, that makes sense, or like whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But I don't think it's bad for like to go hang out with your coworkers. It seems pretty normal. But like all the time, that's like, okay, you're doing a little much now, dude. It was cool, you know.
Well, how much is too much?
What do you mean?
Too much is like.
How many days is too many days?
That's what I'm saying, like every weekend.
That's like a lot.
But it's one day?
No. Oh yeah, like one day per weekend? That's ridiculous. You see them all day at work and then you're gonna go hang out after? Every week? That's weird.
Maybe like fucking once or twice a month.
That's acceptable? Hold on, I'll
Yeah.
be back.
Yeah. Let's play a song real quick while Ashley's away.
a big pond. They ain't gonna make it back from the trip to Krypton. They ain't know a light year would really take this long. Big star buster, well, welcome to my nebula. A new dawn approaches who pinpointed the measurements. The plot thicken when planets start drifting and make it hard to think when oxygen not given. The box that you rob with, designed to be nice and cozy. Pocket full of weed, but Andes is filled with poses. They all fall down, but some will still take a stand. And watch as the castle crumbles, it's all a part of the plan. They all fall down, but some will still take a stand. And watch as the castle crumbles, it's all a part of the plan.
Shit's crumbling, while others on stage mumbling. I'm never stumbling, I'm always humbling. Maybe it's the numbness. Rob your house, leave it crumbless. Turn this numbness into a fun mess. It's less stress for me.
Okay, babe, I don't want to fucking hear this. The fuck?
Oh my god.
I don't need Anthony in my face like that.
What?
She's a fucking hater. Alright.
Okay, but the next one with Pedro, I want to do like a fun icebreaker type of thing.
No, because it's not going to be a fun icebreaker. It's going to turn into drama.
Don't you think it would be fun to do like a newlywed type of game?
Yeah.
Where you have to guess about your partner what their answers would be? Even if you get it wrong, it's still fun.
Yeah.
Because then you learn about them. Like, okay, like, this is what I thought, but, you know.
Yeah.
You're like, absolutely not.
That does. If it's good, if it's done in a fun nature, then maybe it could
even
be
if
fun.
you get it wrong.
But not if it's like you're expecting an answer to be this and the answer is not that, and you're like, "What the fuck, babe?
No.
I thought I was the most important person in the whole world to you.
Well, no.
That's what I'm saying.
You love your mom more than me. What the
No.
fuck, babe?"
We better be on that one. No, we're not gonna ask stuff like that.
I gotta put this baby down.
Put him down. I gotta start making my tortilla.
You cannot start
Before
making.
he gets home.
Alright, let's wrap this podcast up.
Mama,
Penny, get down.
oh, Mom, Daddy, I want to show them.
You're not.
Penny, please get down away from the equipment.
I did not say yes. Because it's your dad's birthday.
He said, I don't want to stay.
You said, but you said yes.
Alright, everyone, sign out.
We're done now?
Yeah.
I was fast.
That was 47 minutes.
That's a long time.
I didn't feel like I was 47 minutes.
Adios.
Say whatever you got going on. Plug your stuff. Plug your.
Oh my god, we don't have anything
Desert
going
Eagle
on.
Shit.
I thought we weren't doing that.
Why not? You still
I
can
thought
promote
this
your
was
business.
a rough draft.
This is a rough draft, so promote your business so we can figure out.
Oh, duh.
Come on,
Okay.
Ashley.
I'm not thinking, okay? I have like 2 brain cells left.
That's fine. I'm
They're
gonna send you
fighting
guys
each
the
other.
audio of this so that you guys can listen to it and adjust how you guys want to talk and shit.
Okay, so my social media is at Doula in the Desert on all platforms.
How do you spell that?
DOULAINTHEDESERT.
Doula in the Desert. All platforms?
Yeah.
Like what?
Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Pinterest,
All that.
Twitter.
And what would they find there if they go to that?
You could find. Well, should I promote my personal one or just
Promote all of it. You want to promote
I don't
all
want
of
to
it.
promote my personal one.
Okay. Alright, what about you, Liz?
Catch me at Tamara's Country Club in Rancho Mirage.
Oh my
To
God.
the table.
Oh shit.
Oh wait, no, you can't catch me there because it's members only.
Oh, watch out. What's your IG and all that shit, babe?
I don't even fucking have one. For people, it's a family one.
Alright.
Who did that? You changed it?
And it's your boy, Schmo Bandy. I don't have any social medias anymore, but you can listen to my music on all platforms. Wherever you listen to your music, you can. It's on everything, I promise you. Schmo Bandy, SHMOBANDIE. We still haven't figured out a name for this podcast, but thank you guys for checking it out, tuning in, and share this with your friends. Like and subscribe. Let us know if you have any thoughts or ideas, or you want to let us know something, or maybe an idea for us to talk about. Send it into our email when we set that up. Link in the description below to all these things that we talked about, and to where to find Ashley, Liz, myself, and maybe more ways to connect with us.
She's
So
going
thank
in
you
there.
guys, and we'll see you guys again next week. Have a good day.
All right.